bass?
Drum and bass is an electronic music form that came out of the UK rave scene, early 90s.
It's basically a culture. So many people are passionate about it.
Progressed from hip-hop, funk and techno.
Then you go out one night, you see your favourite DJ play.
Breakbeat orientated music, very black influence.
Obviously having a good night at their favourite nightclub.
For me, it's fun. It's just fun. I love it.
Drum and bass now is probably bigger now than it ever has been around the world. Obviously there's a lot more younger people getting into it, you know, whereas when it started it was really small. I'd go to a gig and there'd be like 20 people there. Now we've had gigs here, gigs like Pendulum, which have been getting 1,000 people. Ronnie Size had 800 or 900, you know, like they've been really big gigs and we never expected it to become that big.
I know Melbourne's more of a dubby sort of sound, drum and bass, which is more like reggae influenced. There's a big reggae scene there. Sydney is also the same, into more cruisy drum and bass, and Adelaide seems to be into more harder style drum and bass.
Time to get
This is Andy C.
Hi, this is Evan.
This is Matt from Concord Dawn.
This is El Hornet from the Pendulum Crew.
This is Gashay.
Yo, this is Clue. This is Marcus Intellect.
Yo, this is Tiki from Salmonella Dove.
This is a DJ Ken. You're tuned into Rollers with MPK and Patch on 92.7 Fresh FM.
I think Adelaide drum and bass scene started pretty early because there was a couple of us that were pretty passionate about it. Early 90s, mid 90s, we were playing drum and bass mainly as, for example, like we were playing, we had residencies at clubs and stuff, and we played mostly ravey music, and you'd have to slot a drum and bass tune in between two big sort of happy hardcore tunes or something, because if you played 2 or 3 drum and bass tunes in a row, people would walk off the dance floor.
Perth and Adelaide are probably the two at the moment over the last 3 or 4 years that have stood out in terms of numbers of people to parties, and a lot of the touring DJs from the UK and Europe, New Zealand, USA, they all come over and say Adelaide's the best place that they've played in Australia, simply because the crowd gets so involved in the music and they're really passionate about it.
Adelaide! Adelaide! That's right!
A good indicator of the health of the scene, apart from the numbers of people going to the event, is the number of people making music, and I think that's always that's pretty healthy.
There's definitely probably 10 or 12 guys here that are up to the standard as well, and then you've got probably I don't know how many people at home making tunes on their computers.
A couple of big tunes from some local artists can make a really big difference to the size of the scene, and you see that in Pendulum, Perth. We'll call it Perth Island.
The best exposure you can get is listening to it on the radio, or be given CDs if you want to have a bit more of a listen.
Go to AdelaideMassive.com. It's like a forum, a drum and bass forum. You can go in there and read people's posts and see what people are on about, and have a look at the gigs and what gigs were good and what artists were good, and download mixes and stuff up there.
Yeah.
Free 24/7 magazine.
Go into the shops, inbound and clinic.
Yeah.
Everyone's based around Adelaide itself, and we all follow each other's paths, so as long as we stick like that, I think it can only get bigger and better, and I think the future's good for the music.